love her. She done did it to me again, man. Kari Lake, this goes out to you.
If you were worried about where I've been or who I saw, what club I went to with my homies, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me. If you were worried about where I've been or who I saw, what club I went to with my homies, Kari, don't worry, you know that you got me.
She done did it again on us, y'all. That's why I love her so much. She's dynamic, y'all. And if you don't believe me, check this out. Before we get into this video, make sure you hit like, share my videos, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Also, make sure that your notifications are on and they're set to all. Now, let's get into this. But first, quick commercial break. Hey, did you know silver prices are low right now because investors are selling their holdings because of the turndown in demand? Once fears subside, though, we could see a surge in demand for silver as consumers come back. A perfect time to get your silver IRA started. And this month, you'll get a free, incredible 3-ounce silver American Virtue coin with a qualified IRA of $20,000 or higher. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold. Call the team now at 877-646-5347 to find out more or visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That is noblegoldinvestments.com. Now, let's get to this video. What's going on, America? Kevin from Kevin's Corner. I'm back, y'all. Yeah, man, they had me in the doghouse on punishment. Just like they're trying to put Kari Lake in timeout as well on punishment. Because, see, when you start dropping that truth bomb, they don't like when it explodes, see. And when you got somebody who is rough, rugged, and raw and willing to come out and punch the fake news narratives right in the face, right in the mouth, man. Whole fist down the throat with the elbow sticking out of the mouth. Tickling their tonsils. That's right. I did a video, put it on Rumble, and I said that she's undisputed. That's no lie, y'all. The woman is doing big things, man. She is coming with a whole new, unique style, man, on the scene with a gangster lean. She's making me think right about now that, boy, I don't know if she can get knocked out. Now, you know, we don't want to get too far out there ahead of ourselves. You know, every great fighter that comes along, everybody thinks that, man, I can't see nobody ever beating them. But right about now, she's bringing a whole different style to the game. She's John Jones, baby. She's Ali in his prime because she is attacking these false narratives like I would. They should be belittled. She don't come in trying to justify them, trying to tiptoe around them, trying to apologize for them. She calls that mess out and lets people know off grip. What are you talking about? This right here is a bunch of garbage. You do realize that, right? You're better than this. Come on. See, when you start exposing how stupid some of these narratives and stories that the false media try to pick up to disarm, to distract, to help out the Democrat Party, when you start realizing how stupid it sounds and you treat it like that, you don't give it validity by kowtowing, by trying to make excuses why I condone any act of... Well, if you know the act of violence is a bunch of garbage and they're just randomly happens to fall out of the sky at a certain time right before the election when your candidate that you're running against is getting her butt beat, you might start saying that I need to look into that. And I'm surprised y'all aren't looking into it. And that's what she does. These are 2 clips right here recently I just found tonight. One of them I think they tried to remove from the internet. But look how she brutally handles the media with these 2 narratives. Y'all, oh man, hold up. I gotta come up with my next love song for her because she bringing it out of me, y'all, making me look all soft and stuff. So guys, let's check out this. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, every Republican right now needs to take notes on how to treat the fake news the way they deserve to be treated. That's how. Here we go, y'all.
You said you feel like Joe Biden is dividing the country, but do you feel like Donald Trump is doing the same by falsely telling people that he won that election when he lost it?
How does that divide the country? Questioning an election where there are obviously problems is dividing the country? Since when can we not ask questions about our elections? As a journalist for many years, I was a journalist after 2016, and I distinctly remember many people just like you asking a lot of questions about the 2016 election results. And nobody tried to shut you up. Nobody tried to tell Hillary Clinton to shut up. Nobody tried to tell Kamala Harris when she was questioning the legitimacy of these electronic voting machines to stop. We have freedom of speech in this country, and you of all people should appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're supposedly a journalist. You should appreciate that. We're going to bring back freedom of speech. And maybe someday you'll thank us for that.
Oh, and I'm thanking you right now, Kari. Now, you see how she did that? You see her style, her technique, so unorthodox. Right now, the media does not know what to do with this woman, because first thing she did is called out the reality and the stupidity of the question. The hypocrisy of the question. So how does Donald Trump questioning the election divide the country? Now, these are the same people who allowed the Russia collusion narrative to divide our country for almost 3 years, and they helped push it. These folks were up there, the president of the United States is a Russian agent. They were up there on CNN, MSNBC, and all these other joints, inferring that Donald Trump waited until he was 70-some years old and a billionaire to decide to unleash his diabolical plan to become a Russian agent. They pushed this mess. These are the same folks who jumped on every racism narrative that popped up and just drew the worst conclusions, demonized the police, did everything they could to divide the country. They didn't report on any of the good things that Donald Trump did. They wanted everybody to look at Donald Trump as a 100% uncut racist. Even the stuff that he did that benefited black folks, they would not show that to their people. They needed to keep the narrative that Trump was a racist, no matter how many times he disavowed white nationalists and disavowed, Ku Klux Klan members and disavowed KKK / Nazi / white supremacists / whatever. Constantly doing that, and yet they kept asking every debate, and that's what they let in on. They wanted Trump to be looked at as this evil dude in the White House. But then you get the real evil dude in the White House, and they cover that up. They run interference for Joe Biden constantly. They overlook all his lies. They overlook all of his gaffes. They overlook all of his racist remarks. They overlook his raggedy record. They overlook the fact that this dude can barely hold a complete sentence. And then they don't even come out and give him the business over his devil speech in the background where Satan was rising up and stuff. They didn't even give him the business. They up there talking about this was an inspiring speech. Now this is, and yet when Trump would give one of the best uniting speeches ever, where I would say to myself, wow, this is going to be real tough for the fake news to spin this and make it look like Trump's the bad guy. He says everything just beautifully. Everything he said was just magnificent. And yet they will come out like this was the most divisive speech we ever heard. I mean, obviously, this was a dog whistle to his base. This was solely focused on white nationalists and white supremacists, even though he did say all Americans, black, white, women, men, gay, straight, trans, non-trans, tall, short, fat, skinny, ugly, cute, even though he said all of that, all religions and stuff, but we knew that really deep down inside, that was a dog whistle to say only white people. They did that. And Kari Lake calls that out and says, first of all, you're messing with freedom of speech. So how is that, dividing the country because you disagree with an election? What is this? Are we living in China? Are we living in Russia? Is Putin standing behind us like, you better not say that I stole the election. You might find yourself disappearing. Siberia. We send you to Siberia with Ivan Drago, okay? We're not living in that country, even though the Democrats would love us to be living in that country, considering they've been calling this woman election denier, an extremist, dangerous to society, and dividing the country because she disagreed with the election. Now that sounds like Mother Russia or something she would do, or Kim Jong-un, or the Ayatollah, somebody, but that shouldn't happen in America. And she does something wonderful. She brings up the hypocrisy. She makes them have to confront how much they are carrying water for the Democrat Party by being armed with weapons, meaning the weapon that she's armed with is weapon of knowledge. She has those receipts and she have them ready to be thrown out. So every time they bring up this garbage, they be like, were y'all whining about this when Hillary Clinton was doing it? What about when Joe Biden did it? What about when Black Gay Drop did it? What about when so-and-so did it? And now they got to sit there with their mics in their hand like, oh crap. She's a tough one to deal with. Whew. Let's move on to the next question. See, she don't engage them with respect to a question that is disrespectful. A question is disingenuous. A question that is not meant to really get to some truth, get to some answers, find out about her. She knows that soon as they grab that miggity mic, they're doing it to try to drop a hit piece on her. And she treats it like that. She doesn't dignify these raggedy reporters. And I love it. And guys, that ain't the only thing she did. Watch this. This one's hot off the press. They might have pulled it off the internet. So you're seeing it here from Kevin's Corner, where freedom of speech still exists until YouTube decide to kick me off one more time. Here we go.
Kate Sullivan with CNN. So Katie Hobbs's campaign headquarters was broken into earlier this week. Okay. And her campaign manager said in a statement she argued that the incident was a direct result of a concerted campaign of lies and intimidation by you and your allies. Do you have a response to that?
That is absolutely absurd. And are you guys buying that? Are you really buying that? This just sounds like a Jussie Smollett part 2. So you're going to drag the American people through something like this? Obviously, you don't want to cover the real story today, which we are 11 points up in the polls. And you want to distract the people with an old story. And I can't believe that she would blame my amazing people or blame me for something like that. I don't even know where her campaign office is. I'm assuming it's in a basement somewhere because that's where she's been campaigning. And you guys are despicable for falling into that trap. You drag the American people through so many BS stories like the Jussie Smollett. Questioning an election.
My house in Budapest, my hidden treasure chest, golden grand piano, my beauty focused EOU. Ooh, you, I leave it all. My acres of land I have achieved. It may be hard for you to stop and believe, but for you, I leave it all.
That's right. I leave it all, y'all. I leave it all, man, for Kari Lake. Did y'all hear that? Now, that was beautifully executed. Y'all see that style right there? She came out, had them all off balance. Now, here they are going to try to bring up some false flag. Now, we all are used to the Democrats doing this garbage, man. When in doubt, you got to expect when they're getting their butts beat to drop some type of story out there to make themselves look like they're the victim. And this is a result of radicalism and demonization. So here she is trying to make it seem like, you know what, this is a result of them demonizing me and other people are in control of their actions. And Republicans are so dense, like they have no sense, no ability to have self-control, none of that stuff. Whatever they hear the politicians say, they just take it to heart and decide, well, obviously, since Kari Lake is questioning some things in the last election, she wants us to go and attack Katie Dobbs' place. Now, the first thing you should do is have your antennas pop up when it is so close to the election and Katie Dobbs has been accused of being a chicken, because that's what she is. She's a chicken. And surprisingly, the chicken now becomes the victim. How the chicken gonna be the victim? So now here she is apparently going,
okay, outside of the campaign location, okay, are the people ready? Okay, send them in. Now make sure they rough up my desk. Make sure they pretend like they're really serious. Okay, they don't have anything on like they can identify them, like Antifa did this shirts or Kari Lake sucks. They don't have any of those on. Okay, good. All right, send them in.
See, so now all of a sudden, just randomly, she's trying to say some extremists like Joe Biden and the FBI have been doing, trying to paint this narrative that extremism is on the rise, and it all comes from us. It doesn't come from Antifa. It doesn't come from, Black Lives Matter. All of that vandalism, all of those attacks on all of those buildings motivated by the rhetoric coming out of the fake news and out of the Democrat Party had nothing to do with them inspiring all of those young people to go and burn down stuff, firebomb stuff, use cocktails and stuff to throw, and even kill people. Yeah, nothing to do with all of that. Mad Max, you see anybody, get up in their face and tell them. And I have heard Kari Lake say nothing like that. She just questions the election based on some very questionable things that she saw, along with myself. So what does she do when she responds? She starts off by letting this person know that, first of all, I'm going to belittle your ability to discern what's going on. I'm not going to entertain that might be true. I'm not going to sit back and say, you know what, if that did happen, no. You know what I'm going to say? That's bullcrap. That is ridiculous. They were not ready for that, man. She punched him in the face with that. Oh, but that's ridiculous. Come on. You know what? I don't even know where her joint is. And why would she be blaming my good citizens for doing something like that? Isn't it ironic? You guys are falling for the Jussie Smollett. Then she throws it back on the media. That was beautiful. Why do you guys keep falling for this? You know how stupid you all sound when you take America through all of this and distract us and chase down all of these stories so you can get up there at the rise of white nationalism and radicalism. It's obvious that Kari Lake's a danger to society. She don't even entertain that. She don't even make it appear that that's a possibility. She don't throw us under the bus so that she doesn't appear to support all of this violence and stuff that allegedly is coming from these Trump supporters who are saying, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make life hard for Kari Lake, who's winning the race, who's beating her butt. And what we're going to do to help her is hurt her by going to attack this place and give them more fuel to try to destroy Kari Lake by saying it's all because of her. See, now if you guys go vote for her, we're going to get more of this. This is such an obvious false flag right here that it belittles our intelligence, and that's how she treated it, because it belittled her intelligence by them trying to suggest that she did it. So what she had to do is belittle their intelligence by saying, how about you guys do some real reporting? If y'all fall for this like you fall for all the other fake stories and then never come out and apologize, never retract it, never own up to it, drag people through crazy, stupid investigations, demonize half the country, then when it comes out that it's fake, y'all don't even apologize. Y'all just keep going to the next fake story. And they wonder, how many times are we going to get these folks to fall for? Well, you know we're not falling for it. You know who's falling for it, though, is probably some of the bubbleheads running around who don't see that these Democrats have been doing this for a long time. Thus, Hillary corrupt Clinton, crooked as we call her, sending those people into Donald Trump rallies to act a fool, get themselves thrown out, and then mysteriously that footage shows up on CNN and MSNBC.
Look at this. Donald Trump and his rhetoric at his rallies are throwing out people of color for no reason,
And it wasn't until I went to one of those rallies and saw with my own eyes what these people were doing, and then Project Veritas blew that bad boy up by showing that they were doing that on purpose. Sending people in, taking off the shirt, wilding out, getting thrown out so that they could paint the narrative that Trump was the cause of all of this. They've been doing this forever, and she's not falling for it. In fact, she calls them out and say, do your job. Stop being so silly and stupid. Bull crap. Hey, you know what you should be focusing on? She don't even look for 1 second as if she gon' wait, I don't want to feed into the narrative that I'm supporting these people. And then she called it for what it is. Bull crap. And I call BS too, y'all. Ooh, boy, she right now is putting on a training tape for Republicans and how they should handle the media. Beautifully executed, y'all. Woo, Yeah, take notes, Republicans. Oh, and by the way, I hope these Republicans get rid of all these rhinos, because the rhinos, they don't care. They don't like that style right there, see. They're the old school boxers that want to come at you like this, see. Take that. Nah, they don't want to be out there like, you know what I'm saying? They don't want that, nah. So we are excited about what's going to happen in Arizona, and I hope she rubs off on many others. And we do got some great candidates running, and I think we're going to do very, very well in November. But boy, she is setting herself apart. The way she just responds viciously, just as stupid as their questions are, that's how she treats it beautifully, man. Oh, man. I don't know what to say, y'all. I love her, man. I love her. God bless you. God bless America. Don't forget to hit that like button, share my videos, find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those good things. And please check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like their products, please click on the link below this video. Put Kevin in a promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. If you'd like to donate to Kevin's Corner, feel free. The links are below this video. If you want to be a part of my $2 a month club, also feel free to do that. All it entails is you simply dropping $2 a month into one of those links below the video. Or if you want, you can drop a nice big fat lump sum in there to offset the stuff that we know goes on with big tech. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Make sure that you are still subscribed. And finally, set your notification button to all, because YouTube is playing games, y'all. Now, God bless you. God bless America. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner.